Welcome back to Teknobalta. Today, we're tackling a frustrating technical glitch in FC26, where the game refuses to stay in full-screen mode. We at Teknobalta analyzed this behavior and identified that it stems from a conflict between the game engine's initialization and the Windows desktop window manager. When you press Alt plus Enter and see stretched text, it means the internal rendering resolution does not match your monitor's native aspect ratio. Furthermore, the drop in FPS occurs because the GPU is struggling with an unoptimized windowed borderless state. Let us fix this permanently. First, we must ensure that the game's configuration file is not being overwritten or blocked by system permissions. Navigate to your Documents folder, then open the fc26 folder. Look for a file named fcsetup.ini. Right-click the file and open it with Notepad. We need to verify the specific lines for resolution and window mode. Ensure that the value for FULLSCREEN is set to 1 and WINDOWED is set to 0. Also, check that the RESOLUTION width and height match your monitor exactly, such as 1920 by 1080. Save the file. Now, here's a Teknobalta pro tip. Right-click the file, go to Properties, and check Read Only. This prevents the EA app or Steam from resetting your preferences every time the game launches. Next, we need to address the stretched text and scaling issues. This is usually caused by Windows DPI scaling. Go to the game's installation folder, right-click the FC26 executable file, and select Properties. Navigate to the Compatibility tab and click on Change High DPI Settings. Check the box that says Override High DPI Scaling Behavior and set the drop-down to Application. This ensures the game controls the pixels, not Windows, which eliminates the stretched text issue you experienced. While you are in the Compatibility tab, check the box for Disable Full-Screen Optimizations. This forces Windows to give the game direct access to the GPU resources, which will fix the FPS drops mentioned by some users. Now, let us look at your GPU control panel. If you use NVIDIA, open the NVIDIA control panel. Go to Adjust Desktop Size and Position. Set the scaling mode to aspect ratio or full screen. Crucially, ensure that Perform Scaling On is set to GPU, not display. This offloads the scaling task to your graphics processor, which is much faster and more accurate for modern gaming engines. If you are using an AMD card, the process is similar. Enable GPU scaling in the Adrenaline software under the Gaming tab. Another potential culprit is the Steam or EA overlay. These can sometimes hijack the window focus during startup. We at Teknobalta recommend disabling these overlays temporarily to see if the game launches correctly in full screen. In Steam, right-click FC26, go to Properties, and toggle off Enable the Steam overlay while in-game. For the EA app, go to Settings, then Application, and disable the in-game overlay toggle. If the problem persists, check if you have any third-party software like TeamViewer or Discord with hardware acceleration enabled. These applications can sometimes force games into windowed mode to maintain their own overlay priority. Finally, ensure your Windows game mode is turned on. Search for game mode settings in your Start menu and toggle it to on. This tells Windows to prioritize the game process and stop background tasks from stealing the display focus. By following these steps, your FC26 should now launch in a perfect, native full-screen mode every single time. Technical stability is the foundation of a great gaming experience. We at Teknobalta are committed to helping you achieve that. Don't forget to follow Teknobalta for more professional troubleshooting and hardware optimizations. See you in the next one.